All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
Next up, we've got the news. This time, some of it's true. Who are we kidding?
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Here's everything that matters in simple terms so you can understand. A dire warning from America's gun manufacturers.
Arm yourself or die!
And the Louisiana Purchase, beads for women. Plus, wallpaper. Something big is happening in home furnishings. Don't be left behind. Our top story. Alan Crawford, manager of the rapper Mad Dog, murdered. Mad Dog recently launched a clothing label and compared himself favorably to Jesus and Gandhi while sniffing a lot. The brutal murder remains unsolved. Police suspect foul play. Richard Burns is at the scene.
No. Actually, Leanne, that story wasn't very interesting. So, I rode with San Fierro Police Detective Turk Martin, who was assigned to curtail illegal street racing activities in the countryside surrounding Los Santos and San Fierro.
You know what's really cool? You get to chase these slime balls really fast. And if you hit someone a wreck, it's never your fault.
Oh, this is so cool. You get to eat while you work? Let me see that. Hey, stop now, bitches, or we'll shoot out your tires.
Put that down!
Ah, dude, don't be a dick. Let me shoot out his tires.
I'm doing like 110 miles an hour right now.
Okay. In foreign news, a heavily discredited former dictator in Latin America is claiming a U.S. government agency sold him weapons in exchange for drugs that are now being sold on the streets of our cities. Government officials strongly deny the claim.
Why would we do something so crazy? We don't need drugs. We have good hookups already. Besides which, do you know how much cocaine is needed to buy a helicopter? It's more than I can snort.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Stay worried out there.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you. Like sensationalist bullshit.
Oh, what did I do last night?
Bounce.
The party never stops on Bounce.
It burns when I pee.
The party on Bounce.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Damn, I gotta go to the clinic.
Do you find your daughter's friends attractive, but know they look at you as just a dad? Does the typing pool at work think of you more as a teddy bear than a tiger? Do you whack off in your minivan while listening to teen pop? You know, you'll be dead soon. You've missed out on so much. It's not too late to make a change. At the Midlife Crisis Center, we know you've made a success of yourself. Why are you sharing it with others? Why not enjoy it while you have a chance? What's holding you back? Cowardice. We'll get you to the other side of your despair. We specialize in real estate, divorce attorneys, mistress placement, plastic surgery, hair coloring and replacement, male fur coats, and much more. With a designer clothing store and sports car dealership on site, the Midlife Crisis Center will help you discover life while you still can. Come with your wife, leave with a sports car. While you've made a success of yourself, her chest has gone south. How can you have that trollop on your arm for a second longer? The answer is you can't. Ignore your children. Take yourself seriously. Visit the Midlife Crisis Center today.
Green, yellow oceans, and froth on the beach. It's me. I'm an individual. What is love? It's me. Beauty, meaning, and light. I need designer perfume. It's me. Shine. Buy Helmet Shine. Helmet Shine is a fantasy. Helmet Shine is a spectacle. Helmet Shine is you. If you desire it. I'm an individual. What is love? The space between your ears. Meaning, advertising. People on beaches. Shine. Let the children die. Tomorrow, I'm the white rabbit. I dream in black and white. Shine. Onanistic fury. It's me. You're beautiful. That's enough. Shine. Buy Helmet Shine.
Coming soon to the Los Santos Convention Center, it's Mike Andrews.
Poor people, stop complaining. Start living. You can't take the money with you when you die. Even I can't.
He's changed millions of lives with his book, Rags Are Riches. This all-day seminar features workshops on cooking potatoes, dumpster diving, huffing paint, bathing alternatives, and pharmaceutical baking.
Instead of complaining about being poor, lady, enjoy it.
Mike, I can't feed my kids, and the rent's due.
Whoa, bitch, settle it down. Are you saying this ain't the greatest country in the world? Wait, hold on, wait, everyone. USA, USA, USA.
Hear Mike's favorite programs, such as There's No Rich People, The Rich Are Miserable, Play Harmonica, and Expect Less, Achieve More. See Mike Andrews live for only $200, payable in 10 installments. Reserve your seat today.
Having trouble finding a place to park? Notice the lines are getting longer at the food store? 19 million illegal aliens live in this country, most of them in San Andreas. Our organization has banned immigration green cards outright today. Preserve the status quo in our favor. Vote yes on Proposition 832. Illegal aliens do a valuable job packing groceries and caring for your lawn, but they should learn America is not a land of handouts. While they're illegal, they have no rights, they have no status, they have no expectations, and they're happy to be here. It's a win-win for America. If we give them green cards, soon they'll be just like us, overweight, unhappy, and too lazy to do menial tasks. Vote yes on Proposition 832.
The real-life fictional drama in lives behind the law in the show that is making America cry.
These IF-75s are a mess, and we're already 3 months late with the UCC addendum after we lost the 8th Circuit paperwork the first time around. Jeez, I really need to whack off.
Law. They play hard, and they work hard. Really hard. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
Excuse me, this is a supermarket. You two need to get a room.
No, we don't.
Renegade.
Oh, God, you smell incredible. Maybe I'll join in.
Renegade Cologne. For the man who wants to reek of masculinity. Nobody tells a renegade what to do.
Sir, that tree is not a bathroom.
Oh, really?
Ow, not on my shoes!
Renegade. The renegade man goes where he wants. For the smell of an individual, it's Renegade.
Or instead of Renegade, try Sweat, the cologne for the animal inside. It's real sweat, because nothing attracts women like a sweaty man.
This weekend on Weasel.
Will you look at the size of that thing, ladies and gentlemen?
There's the real world, and then there's ours.
My God! Thunder Beast is out of the ring, and he stabbed Dr. Diabolo with his Cyclops serpent. That's a triple roundhouse Hail Joseph grapple smash. You don't see that very often.
There are gods, and there is man, and one must fight for the Intergalactic Wrestling title this weekend.
You can't run, Hammerfist! When I stick your head between my legs and pile drive you up and down repeatedly, then you'll know what kind of man I am.
It's entirely believable sports action. Grown men fighting in leotards with their bare hands and thighs. This is manly, not homoerotic. See as Thunder Beast fights the primordial force of Brontosaurus Rex, the wrestling caveman that drags his woman around the ring by her hair. The wrestling match that the world has been waiting for. And watch the group wrestling match that has some saying we've gone too far. 6 men, 1 ring, no way out but down. Watch the epic battle and wonder at all human culture. Sunday night on Weasel TV.
An ancient pastime just went cyber optic.
Mom, look, I'm playing with myself!
Exorbio! Handheld gaming action is here.
The Exorbio game system fits in the palm of your hand and provides hours of fun.
Mom, look, I'm playing with myself!
Once you discover the action-packed action of Exorbio, you won't be able to stop.
Exorbio! Take your newfound addiction everywhere. The 3-color screen is just like real life. Play games like Morning Missile Crisis.
Free the hostages.
One-Eyed Monster War.
Lightsaber struggle.
Zit, Squirt.
Pocket pool. Mortal sin. And tonsil hockey. But be careful, you might go blind.
Mom, I'm out of batteries and my arm aches!
Exorbio. Or link up your Exorbios for private sword fight battles.
I wonder if Dad still does it!
Exorbio, let the games commence.
Exorbio.
I'm running on air. I'm walking on clouds. I don't exercise.
I don't care. Pump it.
I paid top dollar for these incredible high-technology polyester shoes to walk around the mall and shop for more sports equipment I won't play sports in. I need to get more from life. Much more. I need to get high. Really high. High on air. Oh yeah, these Air shoes really pump up.
That's right! You can now buy some air! The science of sports and marketing results in a shoe that pumps. Sounds silly to you? What if we told you that Air's Pump Up would improve your game by 300%?
But I don't have a game.
You gotta have game. Be a winner.
Pump Up and Slam Dunk!
Oh yeah.
God,
The size of your shoes.
You'll shave seconds off your personal best.
Oh, yeah. You mean I can whack off even more times a day?
Absolutely. Probably 5 times more, because you'll be walking on air. You'll feel so much more athletic after pumping up your shoes, you'll automatically lose weight and feel high-tech, just like the sports stars. You are a star.
Now you're a winner with air in his shoes.
Now I can reach for the stars. I've pumped up my ego.
Pump it.
Pump it up with Eris.
We ain't saying we're doper than anyone else.
You suckers ain't shit.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe we are. This is Playback FM.
Do you worry that nobody likes you? We'll provide you with friends. Kiflam. I'm the Honorable Chris Formage. Covet your neighbor's ass no longer. The Epsilon program seeks out the convenient bits from every faith to create a religion that is uniquely American. Expensive, promiscuous, and entirely meaningless. And unlike other major religions, we only tithe 8.75%. That means less for God and more for you. All you have to do is read and understand the Epsilon Tract, and the secrets of the universe will be open to you. Just call 1-866-FUN-CULT.
The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America. This is Laszlo. I gotta say it, pardon me, but don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, just unemployed. But I'm back, running the media. God, I love this West Coast vibe. Everybody here's so laid back and lazy. I'm here with a man who gets paid to talk for a living. It's incredible. What a concept. He's called a rapper. Oglock, how are you?
Oglock? It's OG Loke. OG Loke. You hear me, player?
Yes, of course. I hear you. You're only a few feet away, man. Listen, I'm a big fan. I love rap, I think. I mean, singing songs about yourself. That's awesome. How you living?
Straight.
Really? Are you really straight?
What? You gonna question me?
Dude, it's cool. If somebody passes it to me, I don't ask questions. It's probably not laced anyway. So, who out there wants to talk to OG Loke? Caller, you're on Entertaining America.
I love the way you rap about the Louisiana Purchase.
Straight.
You know the French told us Louisiana so we would have a place to show our tits.
My point exactly. Yeah. We need more naked liberty.
Exactly. Look, I'm no rapper, even though I dress like one, but I think I could really get into, getting hammered, singing about setting things on fire, shooting up funerals, striking poses, smoking a lid.
Exactly. You see, the Constitution was written on reefer by dudes with wooden teeth. You see, my clothing company, Low Down, home of the G, says this. I love reefer. It's the rules if you're a rapper.
Wow, those sound like some great rules. You get a lot of flack in the media these days. At a recent press conference, your manager came to your defense.
A lot of people say gangster rap is misogynistic posturing by fake-ass idiots who spend more time in drama school than they ever did pimping or hustling dope. Well, I assure you, OG Loke is the real thing. He's hated women all his life. He's sold drugs to school children. He's murdered innocent people just for kicks. But he rhymes like an angel. And I assure you it's all in a good cause. So either way, you can feel good about yourself listening to this music.
Well, that was very informative. Big Smoke is doing a lot for the community, or to it. He sounds like a great guy. So, I want to get in on this rap thing. Do I have to break dance, do the windmill? Hey, can you body pop?
Come on, Laszlo. You know OG ain't no playboy. I ain't down with that shit. It ain't gangster. I walk the walk. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh. Yo, I'm down. I'm into walking too, but I was thinking maybe we could have a break off, I could spin on my back.
You being funny?
I'm trying to be.
Watch it, fool. I warn you. I got the streets. I got a rep. Me and my man Smoke, we took over. I've been gangbanging since I was 3. Ice cold killer.
Excuse me? Gangbanging? I never understood that. I mean, other guys in the room while you're... Ugh.
I'm ice cold, bitch. Don't make me dump on you, G. I'm the streets, man. I am gangster. I'm taking rap in a whole new direction. From now, it's about making words rhyme. And I'm going toe-to-toe with you in a minute.
Why do you rappers get so worked up? You're rich. You've won. Stop shooting at each other. And you keep saying, I'm from the streets. Well, you know what, dude? Everyone has a street in front of their house. That doesn't make you cool.
Oh, we got a comedian, huh? You got scraps, huh, bitch? You down? You mark-ass bitch, punk, trick, buster, fool?
Look, I don't know what you said, but here, this ought to calm you down. I brought you some malt liquor.
You's a buster fool. Lucky I don't hang you out the window or turn you out, because I'm also a pimp. Including dudes, I'll pimp anything. You hear me?
No, dude, I hear you loud and clear, man. You will pimp anything. Listen, how many hot women need a man? Because, I mean, it's kind of been a dream of mine to sleep with housewives.
Are you dissing my hoes, bitch?
No, dude. Your hoes are bitches. Your hoes are bitches.
You a buster. What are you?
I'm a buster. I'm a buster. Whatever that is. Dude, put the gun away.
Don't diss my strap.
I love your strap. You're a great guy. Look, I'm just coming down off the 80s. But please, don't shoot me, homie.
Relax, fool. No one's getting dumped on. I'm a warrior poet. I tell a cautionary tale about life on the streets, you know?
Only too well. That was OG Loke. Hey, man, it's been a real pleasure. Straight. Yeah. Good luck with the music. Hope you can make a killing. We'll see you next time. Maybe I'll get to take some callers like I want. If WCTR wasn't holding me back, man. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo. Peace and chicken grease.
So that's how you're going to be entertained.
Hello?
Hi, is Mark there?
Yeah?
It's me, Shannon. We met at Jack's party.
Yeah, how can I forget? Wow, how you doing? I haven't heard from you in,
9 months. Hello?
Some moments change your life. San Andreas Telephone for those difficult conversations.
Hi, what are you afraid of? Heights? Flying? Polio? Whatever your fear, it's time to face it. Hi, I'm Darius Fontaine, the creator of inversion therapy. For years, we've helped patients get past their deepest and darkest fears and get on with their lives. Just listen to this.
I was having really dark thoughts. I wanted to sleep with my mother. Now that I've done it, I don't want to anymore.
Incredible! But, it works. That's inversion therapy. Fear it, face it, do it, conquer it! Got it? Just listen again.
Yeah, okay. I was terrified of my children being harmed, so I stabbed them. Didn't hurt me that much. Yeah, now I'm not afraid of anything.
That's another life saved! Inversion therapy works! I know. When you take your fear head on, then it's time to move on. I'm Darius Fontaine. Call me today. I'll change your life. Promise. Call 1-866-FACE-FEAR.
Vinewood, the stars, fast sports cars, the hot nightclubs, success. It doesn't happen overnight. Or does it? If you want to make it as an international film star, you have to start at the bottom. That's where we come in. At Dreammakers, we'll show you the path to success. Our Eastern European acting coaches will give you all the skills you need for auditioning in the entertainment industry.
My name's Philip. I enjoy pretending to be other people. Dreammakers helped me succeed in that goal. After some intense acting lessons, now I perform each day for thousands of people at the Glory Hole theme park.
I came to Dreammakers because I want to dance on Broadway. They taught me how to use my natural talents to succeed. Now I get to dance every night for money. I succeed $1 at a time. I did it. I'm in entertainment.
If you really want it, you know you have to pay top dollar for the best coaching and career advice. We'll help point you on the path to success.
I'm fat, boring, and have no ideas of my own.
Perfect! Why not be a movie producer?
I'm attractive, but I can hardly read, let alone act.
You're gonna have to sleep your way to the top. Starting now. For only $45,000, Dreammakers will have you on your way to success. Call today.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you, like people dying,
lady on fire, bodies everywhere,
and explosions.
Is hanging from the trees. This accident is really cool.
WCTR.
Next up, it's sensationalist propaganda. I mean the news.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Here's what you should think matters. Breaking news. Strange lights spotted over the desert. Here's an eyewitness report.
I seen some strange lights over the desert. Yep, sure did.
Currently, we have no more information. In other news, residents are upset at taxes funding the Los Santos Museum of Natural History.
This fascination with the past is ridiculous. I mean, I've been to Pangea. It was disgusting. Our ancestors were idiots. My grandmother can barely talk, she's so stupid.
Also, organ theft. How to know if you're going to wake up in a bathtub of ice. More gang violence. We go to the streets of Los Santos with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. I'm Richard Burns, and I am in a terrible part of town. A town under siege by hoodlums. Gang and drug wars are plaguing the city.
Hey, you want this bird or what?
Yeah, just put it in the van. A huge, sudden upsurge in cocaine sales have been reported. The street wars between gangs of Ballas and Grove Street hoodlums came to a head recently when several senior Grove Street gang members were killed, while others were incarcerated. The police described that as, and I'm quoting, excellent news. Back to you, Leanne. Hey, has this been cut?
Hell no, it's good shit.
Bridges linking Red County and Flint County finally reopened recently after long delays following the earthquake. The governor congratulated himself extensively. In entertainment news, first it was the Budgies, then it was Love Fist. Now the British invasion starts up again, this time from the Scottish village of Manchester. New band The Gurning Chimps are tipped for stardom. We caught up with the lead singer Macker when he landed in Los Santos Airport.
The Gurning Chimps are coming to America, man. We're gonna take over. Mark my words and wipe my fucking ass. Lock up your daughters and get the drugs in. Manchester's in the area.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Keep it locked on. It's getting worse out there.
Need to meet someone very special? Lonely Hearts is next.
Welcome to Lonely Hearts, the place where we make dreams come true, where we bring people together and we remind you about what really matters in matters of the heart. Great abs and a fat wallet. Hi, Lonely Hearts on the phone. Speak.
Hello. My name is Zero. I'm a first-time caller, and to the show. I've used the telephone before, but I am having real trouble with women. I don't know any... Yes, I don't know any.
Well, we all go through lean spells, you know. After a drought, you'll settle for anything that drops out of the sky, especially illegal immigrants stowed away in the landing gear. So exotic.
No. I masturbate quite often, if that's what you're implying. I'm just saying, this is quite a lean spell, lady.
Well, that's too bad. Still, after winter comes spring, and after the rain, the trees blossom and drop leaves and shit all over my yard.
Yes. Well, this is quite a winter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Try a nuclear winter. I've never even been near a woman close enough to grasp.
I don't know what to say.
Well, that's odd, considering you give advice.
I don't think I can help. Look, I'm just being honest here. I wouldn't even subject you to a hooker.
Please, lady, I don't want to be celibate.
There's a lot of people out there with a vow of celibacy, and look at all the joy they bring to the world. I'd love to help, but it sounds serious, and I like to keep things strictly trivial. Who's on the phone? How's your heart?
I saw a documentary about this serial killer and fell in love with him. He's been turned down for parole for eating a guard. Oh, my poor baby. And I can't get a conjugal visit.
That's so terrifying, maniac. Love doesn't have to be a crime. Like when you would write your name over and over maniacally on a spiral-bound notebook in class, just wishing he'd turn around during algebra class and say, "Do you want to study tonight?" And then he's so overwhelmed with passion when he sees your polynomials. And then you...
Hello, am I on Lonely Hearts?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I was on hold forever and I heard some pathetic woman weeping about her high school algebra fantasy. Don't you remember how unexperienced you were in high school? It was over in 3 seconds. I could never hold my own.
Oh, yeah? Maybe for you. Do you have a question?
I just can't meet the right person. I want to meet someone special.
Bob, get off the phone. Who's that, your sister?
No, that's just my wife. Look, I need to meet someone really special, ideally once a week, in a motel, wearing leather, speaking German.
That's great. Next caller, hello.
Jess, remember me? I am Fernando Martinez.
Oh, God, not you again. Look, it was a mistake. We all get drunk at funerals. Okay, the heart can only take so much until it explodes or gets clogged with tar from post-passion redwoods. Talk to you soon. Remember, if you're going to smoke in bed, love is like an ashtray. Butts one after another, you feel like shit afterwards, and you wake up with someone else's lighter. We'll see you next time on Lonely Hearts.
No wonder these people are alone. That was Lonely Hearts. Lonely? It's about to get much worse. Lonely Hearts is next.
I'm Christy McIntyre, and this is Lonely Hearts. You know, when we get dumped or mom dies, it's really a good thing because, really, I want you to listen to me. Pull over. I said pull over. Life is not a game. Life is love. First caller.
Jess, remember me?
I told you, leave me alone.
Sometimes the heart is confusing, lady. So is the brain. You talk too much. If you look out the window, you will notice your car is on fire.
Oh my God!
Fernando is back. Women know nothing about love. Ellas no saben nada. This is why I am here. Fernando grows tired of hearing women on the radio with bad advice. Because if you close your eyes, you can be loving anyone, especially when you are alone on an airplane bathroom and people are knocking on the door and you keep flushing and flushing. Let's take a caller. Whose heart is on the line? Love is finally in the air.
Hi, I love the show. I'm in a great mood. My mistress just got her period.
I love that day.
Anyway, I love my wife. I have 18 children and...
Why you have so many children? Are you a man with a fire in his loins and a hole in his Johnny?
Well, I can't really talk about that. I'm passing on a tradition. Raising little soldiers. Kiplum.
You sound like you enjoy the fetal position and sucking your thumb.
Wow! How'd you know?
I always know. It's fine. Fernando loves to suck his thumb too. It's so hot and sexy, people. Love yourself first, and then focus on others. You're number one. Your spouse is number two. And in the ultimate scenario, they're number three. And number two comes from Las Venturas phone book after you see Fernando's ad in the classified. Maybe we leave that for now, amigos. Line 8. Daisy, you're on the new and improved Lonely Hearts. Conmigo, Fernando Martinez.
Speaking of number two, I totally love my boyfriend, but like the skid marks, I don't know what to do.
Yes, cars and pants have a lot in common. A real man leaves his mark like a stallion.
But I mean, I smell it, but I don't say anything. And he just rolls down the window and acts like it's all cool. Well, it's not cool. Why do men have this problem?
Fernando learned this years ago while playing emotional music. Inside every great man is a wounded little boy full of fire. Fire from his ass, climbing trees, blowing up frogs, beating up slow classmates, sleeping with your friends. All in the day's work. It is life. It is love. It is better than words, I think. On the mind of line 4 is a guy who calls himself Carpenter Chris.
Hell yeah, I'm a carpenter. I drink all day and nail 2x4s.
Oh yes, little people need love more than anyone. I have one client who calls me all the time. The girls complain he's stuck in the 70s. Let's take another call. Fernando is in charge, riding the phone like a cheap floozy. Line 6.
Hi, I've got a very extensive pornography collection. It takes up the whole house. What does that say about me?
It says what somebody should say. Maybe I say it. Listen to Fernando. There is nothing like the real thing. It is so silly to spend hundreds of dollars on videotapes of people making passion when you can make the tapes yourself and sell them and make money. Let Fernando heal you like a chiropractor, but not as creepy and addictive. Hello, Frank from Foster Valley.
I wish my dog could talk and cuddle me all night.
You stay away from animals. It's not legal, not even for me. It is not moral. Maybe someday I set up a petting zoo for people like you. When you want to understand the connection that keeps us on this planet since the dinosaurs, when the passion burns like a nasty itch, when fate caused you to leave a town after an incident, or the risk of a father's shotgun, is fate an incident? Is a 5-alarm fire an incident? I come to Las Venturas, a city with more love than it can handle. Love is realizing your calling. I say this, I once played music that brings passion, but I realize you can have even more passion with a credit card.
People in Venturas only care about slot machines.
Yes, maybe you pull the handle and win the backdoor passion. It is different with every woman. Some women need the soft touch because they have been traumatized. Others have already been traumatized, so you treat them like a truck driver and steal a six-pack on your way out.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about passion. I am talking about romance.
Hey! Let me back in! It's my show!
I teach you how to talk in just a second. You be quiet. Cállate. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. It is so good to teach you about love. San Andreas, you, in your car, touch yourself. I love you all. Christy, I will be out in 5. Wear something slinky but sophisticated and trashy. Your heart is no longer lonely. Fernando has been here. This was Lonely Hearts.
Get out of here, you creep! Oh my god. Is that Bush cologne you're wearing?
Yes, that is Bush cologne. You like that? And do you like this?
Oh.
This is Fernando's signature move.
Fernando, That Latin passion is amazing.
Oh, wow, that's an enchilada.
Oh,
Let me see that.
oh,
I love
baby.
taco. Let me see that taco, please.
Give it to me, Fernando.
So juicy.
That was Lonely Hearts, only on WCTR. On the next Entertaining America, hear the new host Laszlo as he conducts a hard-hitting interview with top Vinewood starlet Jenna Forbes.
Hey, Jenna, thanks for being on the show. I've spent a lot of time with your work, especially the the last magazine you were in. I gotta ask, are they real?
What?
Nothing. I'm sorry. That was awful of me. Do you want to sleep with me?
No.
Now you're sure about that?
Yeah.
Now I'm on the radio.
Doesn't matter.
Wow, that sounds entertaining. Don't miss the next Entertaining America with Laszlo. If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Hello, I'm James Pt.2, world traveler, and this is The Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by balloon. Often while lounging around garden parties, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to be a balloon, floating, mesmerizing. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was revolting. There were poor people. I live in Vinewood to be away from poor people.
Barbados is lovely.
Look, I want to be very clear. I'm not racist. Just careful.
Okay.
I like all-inclusive resorts where you can drink as much as you want, be around other people from San Andreas, and the only interaction you have with the locals is if you need a cocktail or some spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on The Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat me.
Well, we've been trying. Tom, you're on the line.
I'm so sick of England. Oh, let's go to the pub. They're all alcoholics. At least we drink a 24-pack in private instead of hanging out in some social setting making a fool of ourselves. People say it's so civilized in Europe. They got thousands of years of history. Well, I saw a movie about Europe once, and I was disgusted. I mean, people still defecate in their living rooms and cover it up with dirt like a cat. You can't find a decent toilet anywhere, or a good chicken wing. And the strippers? Overcharge.
Good Lord, you're Philistine. You should stay out of England. I hear there is a casino in Ventura's that is just like the rest of the world, only with better toilets and full of morons like you. Do you want culture or do you want safety? It's your choice. Personally, I want irrigation of the colonic variety. But that's a whole different story, and it is early. Let's go to the phones. Who's on the phones? No one. Come on, call up. Anyone? It wouldn't be like this in Peru, I can tell you. There I once made a phone call with 30 boys sitting on my lap. Not because I paid them. They wanted to be there. Or in Mali, where nobody knows what a phone is, and a lot of people have never even heard of plastic surgery, or the Glory Hole theme park. There, the Glory Holes aren't theme parks, I can tell you. It's violent and bloody and authentic. What are you scared of? You wimps! Give me a call! Someone! Please! Hello, you're on Wild Traveler. Where are you?
I'm on a cliff.
How romantic.
I want to jump.
I know what you mean. Jump into the unknown. How can it be a sin if it feels good? Anyway, what's your question?
Why am I here?
I don't know. Why are you there? Where are you? Kenya?
No, I'm in Verdant Bluffs.
Loathsome place. I'd jump if I were you.
I want to go to hell.
Me too. Buy a refrigerator magnet when you get there. On with the show. Any callers? No? Okay, maybe I should hit the travelogue again. This is from my diary in Sri Lanka. For a few rupees a day, I have employed the services of a young man who has been my guide in pleasure as well as travel. There is something very exotic about him. Avrinda. He could be a boy, but like many locals, in certain lights he looks just like a little girl. He is a real minx who knows exactly what he is doing to me. Oh, wrong page. Here we are. Avrinda took me deep into jungle. and there we took part in an ancient rite of passage for adolescents on the cusp of adulthood. We hunted each other in game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No! Wrong page. Avrinda has left me. I'm broken. I thought I meant something, but it seems he would rather become a fisherman than follow me in an exotic life of degeneracy and narcotics as my houseboy. I hate myself. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate, and it being really disturbing and making me slightly jealous for both parties? Hey! Has someone been stealing pages out of my journal? My producer is jealous. He keeps stealing my stuff and lending it to people. Just last week I heard him saying government agents wanted to look at it. What a load of trash. We have a call, finally.
I just want to tell people about a great holiday.
You mean vacation? We call it vacation. What is it? Searching for a yeti in the Himalayas? Learning to play an alpine horn? Hunting for pythons in Africa?
No, Canada.
But what about a young man to peel grapes? What about fine local herbs?
Hey, it's cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boys.
What about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't want foreign. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats. Time for me to head south again. On the next show, we'll be discussing Amsterdam, Paradise Regained, Morocco, squidgy smoke. Until next time, travel safe. Ciao, Bella. I'm James Pedeston, and this has been The Wild Traveler.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, even if we received a cease and desist.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
Let's go find out what's really happening in the world. News.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. We distort, you can't retort. Breaking news. Is skateboarding turning your son gay? Also, San Fierro has been hit by 1/10 scale chaos recently following a series of mini terrorist attacks. Tiny techno-terrorists are suspected. More on that story as it comes in. A district attorney is facing a long jail sentence after he was arrested outside the Vankoff Hotel trying to escape with well over a ton of marijuana. Police are currently investigating claims it was for personal use. Staying with pot, police are celebrating the destruction of a major haul of marijuana in Flint County recently. Unfortunately, the huge fire caused problems for local wildlife, much of which was found eating chocolate, listening to the same band over and over, and buying fractal artwork. Richard Burns is on the scene.
Oh, man, I am wicked baked. Hey, man, in the movie, you got shot, but you look great, baby. Hey, who's the guy with the antlers? Oh, shit! No, dude, I was just checking to see if she was in heat. No, it's cool, dude. She's your dough. Dude, be cool!
All right. Inhabitants of Bone County reported further inexplicable lights over the desert.
Yeah, sure did.
Government officials blame the water supply. And more positive news came from street good guy Big Smoke, who today unveiled his new orphanage in a ceremony in Los Santos.
Yes, thank you. I'd just like to say this is a great day for the impoverished and disadvantaged of Los Santos. And it's a real honor that I am as generous as I am. I remember when I was a little boy, my dear mother would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said, Mom, I want to be a savior. It's a great opportunity. The Big Smoke Orphanage teaches kids important skills. I was an orphan. I struggled. I saw friends make mistakes and get pulled from the path of righteousness. But now, thanks to the generosity of a great man like me, kids is going to be saved. Big Smoke, baby! Remember the name!
In crime news, Asian gang trouble in San Fierro is on the rise, with problems developing between Chinese triad gangs and Vietnamese gangs. A government official released this statement.
Hey, if they want to kill each other, let them. It's great. It means your taxes go down.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Stay indoors.
The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America on WCTR with me, Laszlo. So, the media. You may hate us, but I gotta tell you, we hate ourselves more. And stop accusing us of being liberal. What a load of crap. This station is owned by Ammu-Nation. I mean, have you ever heard anyone complain about guns on this station? Hosts are getting shot by them all the time, but it just gets glossed over. But it also means I now have a job. If you're afraid of your mortality and never want to die, here's the solution. It's a man who's got all of America talking with his unique approach to spiritual matters. He's helped thousands, or so the press pack tells me. Chris Formage, founder of the Epsilon program, is here. Hello, Chris.
Kiflam, brother.
What does that mean, man? So, Epsilonism, is it a load of crap, or is it the future?
Well, what do you think, Laszlo?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I grow my own religion. That's just why I don't know, as I'm kind of spaced out. I mean, but you guys run around chanting lip balm.
It's Kiflam.
Well, whatever. Both sound addictive to me. You know, only popular people are addicted to either. Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Chris, Epsilon sounds awesome. But if you read the fossil records, hunter-gatherer dudes had it made. I mean, who wouldn't want to drag their women around by their hair? They smoked anything they could find. That's like so freaking cool. Then all the men would like disappear for days at a time, and you'd only hear beasts shrieking in the distance.
You know, I went to a museum once. That guy's got a point.
Points are irrelevant, Laszlo. Let me ask you something. Do you want to be happy, Laszlo?
What kind of question is that? Yes, obviously.
Then why do you mock the happiness of others?
Well, I mean, this is Vinewood. We're all supposed to be like psychotic and dog eat dog and, bang your best friend's wife. I mean, I'm with that last guy. We all have a primitive side there, Chris. I mean, you should have heard the music I used to like in the 80s. It was hysterical.
What's hysterical about being descended from a sponge and not knowing it? What's funny about being told that the world is millions of years old when in fact it's only 157 years old, fact, and its age does not change?
There's nothing funny about that. It's just weird. You know, that voice of yours, man. Holy shit. I can believe anything you say.
My time has come, Laszlo, and so has yours if you let it.
Well, that sounds good to me. Hey, wait. Are you going to try to sign me up for the military? That happened once before. I mean, I'm into killing people, and I can say, I'm crying when I'm done killing. And then there's
Listen, my friend. You can mock, but I know the truth about you. I can see past your jokes into that scared little boy beneath. You, my friend, like a lot of other people, are being lied to.
I totally agree with you, finally. Inversion therapy. I owe my mom a huge apology. Ugh.
Listen, pick a new set of lies. Mine are better. Let me ask you something. When did you last get laid, Laszlo?
Speaking of lies. Wait, look. I'm not an egg.
I got laid this morning by twins.
Whoa.
They each laid an egg, and I formed out of them.
What are you talking about? Great. A horny cult leader with a breakfast fixation. I love it. I'm thinking of a cult centered around grits. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. There already is one, and it's called the South.
For the last time, this is not a cult, Laszlo. It's a fellowship of like-minded adults who tithe money in exchange for salvation and merit badges. Every single thing we do is voluntary, including the swinging and making things up.
Why is this whole town obsessed with swinging? Let's go to the phones.
Hey, Laszlo, love the show, man. Hey, I really love to make out with hot chicks in church.
Perfect. Join us. We've put a price on salvation, and it's a price worth paying, believe me. Look, if you crave sexual conquest, family betrayal, class warfare, and really feeling like you are a part of something, then just do it. Just do it. It's so easy. Join the Epsilon group.
Chris, stop trying to recruit people. I mean, you even say you just make this stuff up. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Laszlo?
Darius Fontaine. Look, I told you to leave me alone.
Look, it was an unfortunate incident that happened to your mother, but I was quite clear. Grandmother, not mother. It's your fault it doesn't work.
I nearly went to prison, man. What you told me to do is illegal in most states.
Whatever. Look, Chris Formage is a liar and a cheat. He made it up. It doesn't help anyone apart from him. The fact is, people need to face their fears. Remember, I always say that. Face your fears. Don't run away.
Darius Fontaine can kiss my ass.
Oh, you'd like that? Would you like that?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because you are the devil. People aren't really afraid, you know. Yet you make them kill their families.
Fears have to be faced. That's what I always say. Just ask Laszlo.
Hey, don't bring me into this ruckus, Darius. This is between you two wackos. I mean, and you stay away from me, Darius. I've got a restraining order, dude.
Laszlo, the only way that you can really communicate with your ancestors is to pay someone like me. Just a second. I want you to try something. Touch my cane.
This whole town, man. I think you've seen too many movies, dude.
You can be happy. Listen, join us. Be famous. Find your true self. Have a breast, nose surgery, whatever you want. Lie with 9 new partners a week. It explains everything. If there are no women, make them. From sand, from garbage, out of thin air. The rich cry too, Laszlo.
Well, that's an interesting theory that sounds like it was formulated with pharmaceuticals. But, I would like to find about being rich and crying, because right now I'm just poor and crying. But this is the West Coast, I'm only into lesbians, man.
It's destiny. Vinewood only lets you down. In the Epsilon program, there are no series finales. It goes on and on and on. We don't abandon you.
Well, we're going to have to abandon this show. Great, my first show and a dude nearly kills me. Now I'm being harassed by a former sociology professor and an alcoholic turned self-deifying cultist. Please, I got to get back to the East Coast. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo on WCTR.
Culturally, this country is flatlining. Now you know why.
I love my husband more than anything.
Which is why I was surprised to find her sleeping with the teenager next door.
Now I take each day one day at a time. I didn't know what I had till it was almost gone. Now I'm faithful and haven't terminated a pregnancy in over a year. I stopped obsessing about my weight. Now there's just more of me to love. They say America's fatter than ever, but when you're number one, it's time to celebrate. And why not celebrate with cake? Every day. Celebrate cake.
Enjoy listening to Mental Patients? Area 53 is next.
Is your child really an alien? Has the future already happened somewhere else? And finally, is cheese the latest weapon in the battle against communism? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Yes, hello. I would like to talk about a conspiracy.
Okay.
It starts with food and our toxic culture, these chemicals in our bodies. You must flush them out, Marvin. First, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. Am I lisping here? Masticating vigorously. To really cleanse, you're going to have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with a garden hose up your ass cannot be exaggerated. Marvin, it's time for your down dog to really have a tail.
I was wondering when my career would hit bottom, and now it's here, right before my eyes. Stuart is on the line.
I think everyone out there will agree that the Russians are in charge now. Foreigners are behind that Exorbio handheld gaming device to decrease our productivity and make our thumbs useless so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying about video games. People are dying every day of malaria, and it's all because of the messages planted in our minds from that degenitron in the 80s. Line 18. Hello.
Okay, man. I warned you. I've been over to the other side.
What are you talking about, buddy?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens living in the state. Aliens, and I've held them in my own hand. Everybody, go to the desert, beg their forgiveness.
How do you know all this?
I went to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello, you're on the air.
All the missiles are under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I could launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Look, this isn't a cartoon or TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked, and women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, going to the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
Okay.
My name's Montag.
Oh, yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
No, but...
That'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cable. tightly wound around people's throats, watching them go blue in the face.
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Kiflum. Be careful.
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept. The Tight End Zone is next. Brought to you by Lager Beer and Redwood Cigarettes. A game just isn't a game if you're not drunk and coughing.
Put one, put two. Oh, goddamn. I think I just shit my pants. You're now in the tight end zone. If someone's playing with a ball or two, we're there to talk about it. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. Today on the big show, clearing out more housing projects for golf courses. Girls in skirts. And we revisit the rivalry that never dies. Liberty City Cocks and Beavers going at it again. Love it, loathe it. Buy the jersey, eat the junk food, call it athletics. I'm Derek Thackeray. Grab your balls and run, because someone's going to pin you to the ground and give it up the you-know-where. Winner takes all, including the genital warts. Who is on the line?
Why don't you boys ever talk about the real issue in sports today? The loss of tradition. I wore a leather helmet playing football. The left side of my face is paralyzed, but it was worth it. We won the game. I mean, my boy goes to high school, right? And he's actually given a choice of different sports to play. And there's only one sport.
I know, it's ruining this country's traditions and history.
I mean, I want him to be a big sports star so I don't have to work no more and he can afford all the drugs and hookers he wants. And he's only gone and started playing lacrosse. Ooh, look at me. I'm carrying my bag on a stick and wearing a skirt. Might as well teach my boy to hunt butterflies.
Okay, I guess you're right, or wrong. It all depends how you look at things. Any race fans out there? Hey, any football fans? Soccer fans? Go home! We don't want you here! Your game is terrible, and we don't win at it. Next caller.
Hi, Derek. My name's Cole, and I'm a big racing fan. I tell you that where I'm from, there's nothing more exciting than getting shit-faced and going deaf in 110-degree heat and watching cars go in a circle for several hours. Yeehaw!
Yeah, hey, I think that's what it's all about. That and putting a lot of stickers on your car, buddy.
Yeah, that really gets on my nerves. I mean, I'm a bald man. My wife left me because of it. And half the cars are sponsored by baldness remedies.
Castrodon Team Racing?
Yeah, what in the name of my mother's cat is that all about? I mean, racing teams should be sponsored by things that are family-friendly, like hard liquor or cigarettes, not the reason my wife ran off with that cop.
What? Hey, screw your wife, pal. Probably a lot of guys did. This ain't Lonely Hearts. I mean, let's stop showering each other in golden sports drink and get this ball back in play. Hello, caller.
Derek, that caller's talking about the biathlon. It's sick, I tell you, and unnatural. This town has never been the same since they had the Olympics here 8 years ago. Kids flinging javelins like ancient Greeks, people running with burning torches, throwing hammers. What kind of man wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go throw hammers for a living? Ooh, the long jump. Look at me. I can jump really high. Great. I have a gun. Want to fight?
It's distracting us from our primal urge to paint your face with war paint, whip yourself into a sweaty, psychotic frenzy, and then go annihilate and hospitalize complete strangers. Then you bang a bimbo on the sidelines. Bang, bang, bang. Look, I loved high school football, and I loved gymnastics. Hey, Jack from Idlewood in Los Santos.
Yeah. How come you don't talk about the best sport of all, horse racing? I mean, tiny, angry people on horses? How can you go wrong?
Hey, I don't ride anything bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I never got into rodeo, man. I mean, first off, why would you ride a bull? Go find a big girl. They could use the attention, and that's all we have time for. Okay, hey, I'm Derek Thackeray. Till next time, play safe, people. Go, baby, go team!
You're listening to WCTR. Or maybe you aren't. Maybe you became so offended that the Tight End Zone has no female callers that you changed stations. I know I would, and have. I'm not here anymore.
You're good, but let's be honest, you're not perfect. And that's not American. We strive to be number one in everything. Sports, politics, economics, homelessness, degeneracy. Los Santos is the home of beauty and glamour for the whole world. Live up to society's expectations. Play your part. Your body is a work of art. Don't leave it half-finished. It's time for your creative plastic surgery. We'll make your face as tight as a drum. We'll suck fat out of your body with an industrial pump. Increase your confidence with fake breasts to ensure people know what you're all about. For the more adventurous, why not try an extra nose or 3 breasts? You know how much men like breasts. Can you imagine how wild they'll go for udders?
My wife was complaining that she did all the work. Carried the baby for 9 months, had painful labor. It's not fair to her my nipples are useless. That's why I had creative plastic surgery. I got a set of udders installed. Now my son can suck my udders while I'm watching the game. The fellas at the bar love them too.
Men never stared lasciviously at my ass. Then I had a tail attached. Now people can't stop looking.
Beauty is not skin deep, it's less than that. Creative plastic surgery. Achieve your own utopia.
Now it's the couple who each thinks the other is screwing America. I Say You Say is next with the Phillips.
I'm Dr. Phillips, and I'm a liberal.
Get to a 10-step program,
That's
Len.
12 steps.
Yeah, you only deserve 10. I'm also Dr. Phillips, and I'm conservative. Today on the show, is it okay to talk to people we were at war with once?
And the skyrocketing price of buying off a politician.
And we talk to people without health care who are genuinely happy not to be burdened with it. It's political debate and discussion from the right and the wrong side of the tracks.
Let's go to the phones before right-wing anger engulfs my wife. Who's on the line?
Hi, I have an eating disorder. So I, moved to the West Coast.
Oh, that's so sad. Maybe you need a support group with some caring friends.
Yeah, maybe you should keep your finger out of your throat and eat a donut. 99% of the world wake up each day and eat dirt, and Queen Puke-a-Lot here can't keep a meal down? Boo-hoo! What do you expect, sympathy? This is Los Santos. People would give their right arm and left leg to live here. It's paradise, but you have to suffer to belong. If you can't take the heat, get out of the nuclear reactor. Next caller.
Yeah, I agree with that caller about the nuclear plant next to the projects. You know, nature has a way of taking care of poor people. Tornadoes don't like poor people.
Right, like I don't do laundry. I'm liberated, independent, and I have 3 maids, all of them on less than minimum wage. I mean, poor people are so happy to work for me.
Especially when I help them unionize. Do you have a question?
Sort of. Hey, you know, I got the same name as you.
Yeah, Peyton. Oh, well, it's a family name.
No, Mary. I was called Bruce by my parents, but I prefer Mary. It's much more...
Yeah, feminine.
No, biblical. Which, okay, I'm an atheist, but I love the Bible. I have 100 that I took from hotel rooms.
Well, what's your question?
Well, as a mother and a fireman, I was wondering what you guys thought about diversity in America.
It makes me very nervous.
Well, you see... I'm heavily into diversity. I'm like a man with a womb, lactating.
Yes, I think you're a little confused.
No, you're the one that's confused. I'm the one who eats Alaskan salmon and children from Alabama. I speak English, I eat German food, I practice French adultery, and I weigh as much as Vatican City. I'm an American.
Okay, you're a nut. Get off our show. Mary, would you please stop eyeing the producer?
I already slept with him.
So did I.
Ooh. Brian's on the line. Hello, Brian.
Hi, my name's Brian. I work at Caligula's Casino in Las Venturas.
Excellent. You take stupid people's money. I love it. Very capitalist. Hey, Brian, what's your concern?
I did really well in the 80s, but the 90s are proving to be a real drag. The music is terrible. The recession is kicking my ass. Everyone I know is giving up recreational drug use. And the president is doing my head in.
The 80s were really a materialistic time.
I know. I'm a shallow person. Drown me. Look, we need a movie star to be president. It works. They're the best liars. They do it professionally.
Well, so do all politicians. Next caller.
Yeah, I want to talk about deforestation.
Yes, that is a shame, what they're doing to the thick, beautiful redwoods north of San Fierro.
I was talking about women. But you're right, San Fierro is half the problem. It ain't natural and it's un-American.
Look, infatuation and disillusionment is the American way, but it works. Just look at places without professional wrestling and porno.
Porno is the exploitation of women.
Some people want to be exploited, like factory workers. Others want to be degraded. I mean, really, really degraded. Like a liberal having his way with you. God, it makes me feel so dirty.
Talk more slowly, please, dear. Moving swiftly on from my wife. You're on I Say, You Say, and what's your question?
Yeah, this is Brad. I'm really into pleasuring myself.
Good grief!
Well, that's my business, but I feel discriminated against. Not only can I not practice my hobby in the privacy of my own garden or car, but my movies are rated as pornographic. I mean, let me ask you a question. Threesomes, right?
Well, that's where our problem started,
Yeah.
yes. The producer.
Well, right. I rent a movie with 2 chicks and a dude, and it's called a porno. People look at me like I'm some sort of creep, but it's natural. But I rent a movie with 2 dudes and a chick. It's all in French, probably wins awards, called an art house love triangle. But it's revolting.
No, you're revolting. Get off the airwaves and into therapy, buddy.
Oh, that's the problem with men. You're imbeciles.
And yet you married me.
God, don't rub it in. I did. I was desperate. That's all we have time for, luckily. This show is headed downhill. When you take the worst qualities of an elephant and a donkey, you get a lot of shit. We'll see you next time on I Say, You Say.
You said you liked me in that donkey suit.
Jackass.
I Say, You Say is heard only on WCTR. Be thankful. Is the world ending? We hope so. We need the ratings. The news is next.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News. News with the bottom line in mind. Top news stories. Was Moses really from Ohio? Chairs, the silent killer in your home. Now, WCTR Traffic and Transit. After months, all bridges have been reopened. Bone County, Tierra Robada, and Las Venturas County are now linked up with the rest of the state. Locals celebrated by mass outbreaks of xenophobia and inbreeding. Also, police are celebrating the removal of a major crack cocaine ring by undercover police that has virtually stopped the flow of drugs into Los Santos. Richard spoke to a man on the scene.
That's right, Leanne. It's another victory for Prohibition. Police are really celebrating after this one. One officer told me his amazing true life story of how he infiltrated a drug ring and how cool it was to get paid to get high.
Yeah, I was undercover smoking crack every day. You know, just to be one of them. I even took my wife undercover and made her a crack whore. Say hello to the newsman, bitch.
Hey, don't I know you? The rusty trombone, right?
I doubt it, Tramp. You're crazy. Back to you, Leanne.
Police are struggling to solve the mystery of a container ship found deserted and full of bodies. The FBI is investigating. And government officials denied the existence of an area of Bone County that isn't on the map. Someone who was unprepared to be named said the so-called place that isn't called anything doesn't exist. And if it did, we'd name it something. And where is Mad Dog, wonder record execs? The rapper has battled alcoholism and egomania for many years and recently missed a concert in Las Venturas. Staying in Venturas, it used to be a patch of desert, then it was a mob town. Now it's the corporate headquarters of America. Richard explains from the streets.
That's right, Leanne. It used to be a patch of desert. Then it was a mob town. Now it is the corporate headquarters of America. Back to you in the studio.
In foreign news, we have war, famine, pestilence, and a lot of envy aimed at our way of life. Stay at home. It's better that way. I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Stay alert. They're after us.
This is well-known philanthropist Big Smoke, and you're listening to WCTR. Make a difference to your community. Keep our cities drug-free. Look, I'm doing my bit. How are you helping?
Mikey, where are you? Hi, you can't see me. My invisibility cloak is on. Oh, Mikey, stop drawing pentagrams on all the doors.
The Cavern of Sorrow. It's the fantasy game that's sweeping the country, The Cavern of Sorrow. Learn about our exciting history and have fun, too.
I'm a holy warrior on a quest. I'll kill you if you don't believe like I do. You can't beat me, stupid. I'm invisible. I got invisibility seeing glasses, dumbass. Lord Zad the wizard gave them to me. Remember our adventure at Gash Canyon?
The Cavern of Sorrow. Gather ye friends and embark on historical adventures.
I'll cut your head off with my sword. Oh, no, you won't. I have a metal neck given to me by Gorath the Backdar. I got it when we traveled to the nether regions of Gorthback. There I had 8 wives, 47 kids, and other concerns. The Cavern of Sorrow!
It's not just a game, it's a secret society of special friends. Will you find the Cavern of Sorrow, or will it find you? The Cavern of Sorrow!
If you crave news, WCTR, West Coast Talk Radio.
Let's head over to the newsroom.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News, reporting what the morning memo tells us to. Pornography in preschool, the sickening shortage. And shiny compact discs turning your children into killers. Plus, the Epsilon Tract, a psychotic underground power-hungry cult running the government and Vinewood. Or an idea whose time has come. The WCTR team spoke to one member.
When Whenever I'm in trouble, I talk to my invisible friends. When I was a kid, my mother told me to be good, or invisible people would kill me. I'm passing that terrifying living along to my children, like a virus.
Also, police are investigating the murder of Liberty City crime family the Sindacos, whose bodies were found in a meat factory in Las Venturas. Could this be the start of a mafia war, or was it a sick game gone hideously wrong? Either way, America's beef producers say it will all blow over. Los Santos police officers Frank Tenpenny and Eddie Pulaski are being sought by government officials in order to stand trial for the murder of Officer Ralph Pendlebury. The pair, whom prosecutors claim have masterminded a huge criminal organization, have disappeared. LSPD spokespeople said they were undercover. Las Venturas was recently celebrating the opening of the Four Dragons Casino, a huge new pleasure palace with a Chinese feel, setting a new level of optimistic debauchery for the country. Richard reports from Venturas, where the Four Dragons hosted the Child Actor Convention.
What do you have to fuck to get a free drink in this place? How do you stay 14 when the dealer's showing 12, you moron? Yeah, hit me.
Richard!
Leanne, as you know, actors are a shallow and insecure lot, often uncomfortable with their sexuality. But what's worse are child actors, especially when they get together. Jimmy, from the canceled sitcom Just the Five of Us, was dragged out by police earlier today.
This is bullshit! Hey, don't arrest my bitches! I am a star! It's just flour, I swear!
Jimmy, I'm Richard Burns, WCTR News. What do you think of My Five Uncles, the show that replaced yours?
What do you think, dumbass? That show sucks my ass.
And why do you still look like a kid?
I'm 51 years old. I just look like a kid. I'm gonna cock punch you. Ugh. Hey, how do you like that, you liberal media bastard? Richard Burns, WCTR News. Back to you, Leanne.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. I wouldn't sleep if I were you.
And now, the #1 show for vegetables on the radio, Gardening with Maurice.
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice, and we must answer nature's call. Going to the phones. Greetings, garden lover. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Trish.
Okay, is that short for Patricia?
Yeah.
Oh, then what I asked is what your name was, not the nickname your skinhead boot-wearing friends call you at the rallies. Maybe you should do less drugs and learn to try a bit harder. Next caller.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and my husband has a topiary problem.
Ooh, this sounds serious.
Well, he started off small scale, just recreational usage, doing horses and cockerels, the odd unicorn, but it's kind of gotten out of control.
How so?
He just can't stop. I mean, people think it's all fun and games, but what happens when the party stops? What happens then?
Okay, just hold the phone and get a grip, okay? At my house, when the party stops, we pay the gimp, get rid of the sailors, and 15 men start crying in unison.
Well, that's your business. My husband's reached bottom. It's terrible. Giraffes, lions, elephants, rhinos, all of them carved out of hedges. Penguins, dogs, velociraptors, you name it, he's made a leafy version.
What could be more natural than a man trimming a hedge into the shape of an animal? Very therapeutic. Makes a man feel like a god. When you can twist nature to your own perverse entertainment, then you know we've won. Eat me, Darwin.
But now he's trimming bushes into a spaceship, a rocket, and a lance. He runs around with hedge clippers and screams, "Trim that bush!" at our neighbors. He even fashioned a shrub into a kangaroo with a pouch, and he sleeps inside it some nights. Oh, he's freaking out on Bush. He needs help. Please, you gotta help me. I hate hedges.
Well, the Romans loved topiary, and look at their contributions to society. But as they say, if the grass is greener in the other fella's yard, then you bang his college son when the dad's out of town. Okay, next caller. Whoops, hold on a second, I'm blossoming. There we go, all done.
My name's Henry.
Are you blossoming?
I guess I am. I've really come into my own in the past few months since I joined a cult and began tithing money in exchange for spiritual happiness and letting everyone take turns on my wife. Anyway, I have a lovely garden, mostly carnivorous plants. A Venus flytrap reminds me of my mother. She's in prison now. Anyway, it's so fascinating how it catches animals and eats them. I started with flies, and now mine can swallow a whole squirrel, or a small horse if I chop it in half first.
have you tried any experiments on human beings?
Yeah, I've been working on that.
Good man! Good man! See, the secret of nature is once something is at the height of beauty and potential, it is time for it to wither and die. A bit like the British Empire. Because look at that whole place, withering and dying right before our eyes. It's run by a queen. And if she had a pistol, she'd be the king. Luckily, in this country, we don't know the meaning of the word hubris. But hell, I'm all over the place here. It's so easy to get out of control when you're doing something that comes natural. Line 2, you're on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, my name is Terrence.
Can I call you Telly Welly?
Sure, I guess. I'm growing flowers, but sometimes I get really angry and fly off the handle, commit herbicide. I don't mean to. I say, I didn't mean it, baby. You'll be all right. Then I cry and wear a diaper for 2 days.
A flower is nothing more than an educated weed. And like all weeds, all living things need to be extinguished. Like a life support machine or a cigarette, which I won't be able to smoke anymore if the fascists in the state government have anything to say about it with that damn Proposition 421. Tobacco is a plant, people. And if it comes out of the ground, we should be able to smoke it, like coal and opium. Next caller.
Yeah, I got a question. Why is everybody on the radio named Maurice?
God, I pray to the great gardener in the sky that you've been fixed. I hope they snipped your nuts off, because spreading your seed could be a disaster. Do you have a question? A question? God, so many vegetables on this show. Tards.
Yeah, that guy was talking about bugs and plants that eat them. I got a better solution. Put pesticide in the sprinklers. My kids love it. I mean, the ones that lived.
Oh, lovely. You're a lovely human being, you fucking imbecile. You morons in this town are spreading like weeds. Like little bastard dandelions. I wish I could just pop every one of your goddamn heads off. Hello, Line 8. You're on Gardening with Maurice.
Yeah, I heard what you said about bonsai trees. And you know what? You can stick that green thumb right up your ass.
Oh, yes! Another man who grows miniature plants so he can feel like a giant. A real man loves enormous trees that he can have his way with, chopping them down and using the wood to fashion rocking horses and suggestive whirligigs. Okay, we're running out of time. Literally. But again, like a seed sown in a hurricane or a mushroom spore from outer space, the garden goes on. I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR. Gardening with Maurice.